The Dutch national team, which will face Japan in the World Cup in June, have almost all of their main players in just one club. What's more, that club also includes a player who plays for the Japanese national team. What's going on? Even more surprising is that Liverpool supporters are currently in fierce opposition to their manager. It's like the Dutch national team. If things continue like this, the team will collapse. Such voices are flooding in. And the club has also offered a pass to the informed player Weda Ace. But Japanese fans are strongly opposed. Why is this so? This is an unbelievable situation where the club and the national team are intricately intertwined. This time, I will explain it in detail. Liverpool is the Dutch FC2. First of all, I want everyone to know what is happening at Liverpool right now. Currently, Liverpool has 3 Dutch national team players: Dutch captain Van Dijk, midfielder Kim Gravenberch, and promising forward Manabu. If you think that's normal for 3 players, just wait a moment. This is where the main topic begins. The acquisition of Liverpool's ace Wenfries, who is currently the ace of the Dutch national team, is now a reality, the English media is reporting. What if this happens? Van Dijk in defense, Gravenberch in midfield, and Dokuin Poros and Liverpool up front. In other words, all of the main players in each position on the Dutch national team will be Liverpool players. This is simply abnormal. The Premier League's prestigious club is trying to form a team that looks just like the national team. And the one who is creating this trend is Dutch manager Arne Slot, and since he took office, the acquisition of Dutch players has clearly accelerated. Naturally, Liverpool supporters are not keeping quiet. SNS is flooded with angry voices. If you include Depay, he's like the manager of the Dutch national team. Unless they dilute the Dutch influence, there is no way Liverpool will make a comeback. This voice in particular is worth paying attention to.
Dutch managers are so obsessed with their own players. Dutch managers really do love their own players.
In fact, this is a historical fact. In the past, manager Louis van Gaal, who moved from Barcelona, also caused controversy by completely Dutchifying his team. When a Dutch manager takes charge of a big club overseas, he almost always tends to want to gather a large number of players. Why is that? Netherlands is a small country, with a population of 17 million. It is precisely because of this that the people are so enthusiastic. This national trait of sticking together within one's own group is clearly evident in the world of football. Dutch high-performance strategy. Here's another interesting fact. This Dutch high-performance strategy has actually been a huge success on the international football stage. Just look at the Indonesian national team, the Curaçao national team, and the Surinamese national team. They have managed to significantly change the starting lineup of their national teams by using Dutch second-class or lower players. In other words, the Dutch have a proven track record of imbuing organizations with Dutch influence. It is quite possible that manager Slot is trying to do the same thing at Liverpool. Is that a good thing for Liverpool? This is precisely the question that fans are asking. Liverpool is a team of players from all over the world. Will that charm be lost if the team is too biased? In fact, the team is not in great form at the moment. As the team's performances stagnate, criticism of manager Slot is gradually mounting. Supporters are saying things like,
very few Dutch managers achieve results overseas. They may have a strong sense of camaraderie, but managers who do so always fail.
Looking back at history, there are certainly few examples of Dutch managers achieving long-term success at big overseas clubs. Private rooms for domestic players often disrupt the balance of the entire team. Liverpool's appeal lies in the fusion of talent from all over the world. If that suddenly becomes too one-sided, the team's diversity will be lost. Manager Slot's strategy is now in jeopardy. The harsh reality facing Japanese players. And now for the topic that Japanese soccer fans are most concerned about. Liverpool are interested in Ace Ueda, who is currently in great form in the Eredivisie and is currently leading the scoring charts. This was reported by Dutch media outlet Soccer News. Normally, this would be welcome news. It's a big step up from Feyenoord to a prestigious Premier League club, but the reaction from Japanese fans was the exact opposite.
Stop it. Liverpool should really be avoided as long as Slot is there. If you leave it to Slot, he'll be attacked quickly during the application and go to the battery.
Why is there such a negative reaction? In fact, there was a time when Slot had Fanolf on the team. At that time, Ueda was also on the team. However, Slot chose Mexican national team player Santiago Jimenez. Ueda was mostly a substitute.
Slot doesn't have the eye to evaluate Ueda, and he probably did the same during his time with Al. It's no
wonder that Japanese fans think that way. What's more, even Jimenez has since gone silent since transferring to AC Milan. There have been no recent successful players who have transferred from Velt, so there are concerns that Ueda will follow the same path if he transfers. And there's another Japanese player who shouldn't be missed. He's the player who will be playing for Liverpool's Endo. Endo played an important role under Klopp's national team. However, his opportunities to play have clearly decreased since Slot took over as manager. The player who reigns in that position is Dutch national team player Gravenberch. Is this also the influence of the Dutch? Japanese fans have been
saying that Japanese players don't have a good image at Liverpool and that they are treated too poorly.
If Ueda were to transfer to Liverpool and lose playing time like Endo, he would end up spending an important period of his career on the bench. Ueda is now 26 years old and can't afford to wait a little longer. That's why Japanese fans think that a move to Liverpool should be avoided. Indonesia's hopes. And the story gets even bigger from here. At 4 p.m. local time on June 14th, Japan's opponent at the World Cup will be none other than the Netherlands. As a result of the group stage, Japan was placed in Group F, along with the Netherlands team, Tunisia, and the winner of the European Playoff B, and their first match will be against the Netherlands. In other words, the fact that the main players of the Dutch national team who are gathering at Liverpool, Van Azora, Gravenberch, Manabu, and possibly Depay, are all playing for the same club means that their teamwork is at an extremely high level. Players who usually play together will be meeting each other on the national team. This is a very troublesome situation for Japan. On the other hand, Japan has a player named Endo who has inside information. However, since his playing opportunities are limited, it is also a cause for concern to what extent he has information about the team. Here, I would like to tell you that support is gathering for Japan from an unexpected country. That country is Indonesia. Looking at the comments from Indonesian soccer fans, they are saying things like, "I'm
rooting for Japan. Do your best. Beat that country." Quote. The Netherlands should lose 2-0 to Japan to silence those who look down on Asia.
Why are they rooting for Japan so passionately? In fact, Indonesia was a Dutch occupation colony when it was young. It has a long history of being ruled by the Netherlands for about 350 years, and currently, the majority of the Indonesian national team is made up of players from the Netherlands. However, many Indonesian fans have mixed feelings. They
should develop players who were raised in their own country. This is no different from the Dutch national team.
In fact, in 2024, a Vietnamese player
commented that playing against Indonesia would be like playing against the Netherlands, which caused a great deal of debate. Furthermore, in March 2025, Bahrain's Kochi sarcastically stated that Indonesia, with a population of nearly 300 million, would bring in players from the Netherlands.
It is precisely because of this background that many Indonesian fans are rooting for Japan when they face the Netherlands. Japan must defeat the Netherlands to show the pride of Asia. This match goes beyond Japan and has the aspect of being a battle for the pride of all of Asia. The threat of a 34-year-old. Now, let's move on to technical matters. The Dutch national team's greatest weapon is Captain Van Dijk. Some say that at 34 years old, he is already in decline. But if you look at the data, it's completely different. He has won 84 out of 105 aerial duels in the Premier League this season. An 80% win rate. This is Dato's #1 figure in the Premier League. Can you believe it? A 34-year-old player has pushed aside the younger players to reach the top, and in the Premier League, the world's last league. And that's not all that makes Van Dijk so amazing. He's huge and fast. Even if they raise their line and get caught out from behind, they can catch up with the opponent's forwards. For the Japanese national team, it would be the most foolish strategy to try to compete in the air. In the first place, the Japanese national team doesn't challenge aerial battles. The
opinion that doing so would play into the opponent's hands is
absolutely correct. Dutch manager Koeman is also likely to use physical forwards and Van Dijk to score with long-range goals. This is the most troublesome pattern. This is where Japan's true potential lies. So how should Japan fight? Experts unanimously agree on a tactic of breaking down the defense with passing.
Small players like Messi who touch the ball a lot are not good against larger players. Kubo and others like him will be key players. That's right.
Kubo, Take, Doan, Saku, Makaru. How can these technicians confuse the Dutch's large defenders? That's where Japan's true potential lies. Furthermore, they press from the front, steal the ball high up in the field, and use it to finish. Some analyses say that this is the best approach. In fact, the Netherlands concedes many goals despite having a solid defense. It would be tough if they sat back and defended, but I don't think Coach Sora would adopt such a defensive tactic. They will likely come on the offensive. In other words, Japan has plenty of chances. Break down the Dutch giants with speed and technique. That is Japan's path to victory. Do you think Japan can beat the Netherlands? What kind of strategy do you think would be effective? Please let us know in the comments. As we have reported, Dutch football is currently in a very complicated situation. Dutch players have gathered at the big club Liverpool, and under manager Slot, Dutch football is about to take another step forward. There are voices of criticism from supporters, and the team is in poor form. Endo's playing time has decreased, and there are rumors that Ueda will be retired. And on June 14th, this powerful team, which could be called the Dutch national team, will clash with the Japanese national team. This match is intricately intertwined on both the club and national team levels. It is packed with various dramas that go beyond just one World Cup match. Carrying the hopes of the entire Asian nation, including Indonesia, on their shoulders, the Japanese national team will challenge the great power of the Netherlands with technique and speed in a historic match awaits on June 14th. Don't miss it, everyone. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see it again, please subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and give it a thumbs up. Your reaction